Shalom to the nation of Israel. This is Barazal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This is going to be a quick one, but important one nonetheless. Just talking about how this is not our rest, right? I don't know why you want to rest here anyways. This place is just disgusting. Like, everything about this place should, like, aggravate you and annoy you and vex you in the spirit, right? So as a man of the Lord, your job is, like what Apostle Tahar always says, is to learn the truth and then teach it. You know, like you learn something new, then teach on it, because that's how it sticks in your mind, right? Right, and also, you know, going to the highways and byways, you know, gathering the Lord's elect. That's part of the ministry too, and other things too, right? Prophesying on prophecies, what's going on to the downfall of this wicked kingdom, that too, right? So we're supposed to do those things. So you're not supposed to be like taking it as like a vacation, because I don't know why. And like I just said, I don't know why you would want to vacate here, anyways. So Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Right? It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And this place is made for our destruction. It's not made for our livelihood. It's not made for us to thrive. It's made for us to die. You know, right? We're here to serve judgment, punishment for going against Yahweh Shem El Shai. Right? So if he puts you in a place that's for punishment, it's not a place where you want to chill and relax. No, it's a place where you want to think about what you did, you know, why you're here, and how to get right with the Yahweh Shem El Shai, so he can take you out of here. So whatever you have to do to be obedient unto him, so you get out of here, that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? So now we're going to go to Leviticus 18. And like I said, it's going to be quick, but it's still important. Leviticus 18:24, defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. Right? So this is not our rest, like I just said. And the thing is, we're in a place where we're amongst other nations, the other heathens, right, that are worldly. So we have to still keep ourselves clean, or clean ourselves while we're in this filthy place, this polluted place, right? Because what the nations are doing is filthiness unto Yahweh Shem El Shai, because, you know, they're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? So on top of that, we have to make sure we clean ourselves, you know, and make ourselves somewhat presentable onto Yahweh Shem El Shai, and more specifically Yahweh Shai, when he comes as like a bride onto the bridegroom, right? Right. So we have to honestly, on top of it, make sure we're doing as much as we can and following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, because we have to clean ourselves too. So we have a lot of work to do. Hence why it's not our rest. So you shouldn't be lazy. That's not a trait that you should have right now. Is laziness, slothfulness. Doesn't mean you can't take a break here and there. You know, you're working and whatever like that. But when it comes spiritually, that's where you shouldn't be lazy, right? You shouldn't be lazy there. Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all, right? Right, and Israel is above all the other nations. We're above all of the nations. Yahweh Shem El Shai has talked about it multiple times in the scriptures, right? So, like, if we're above them, why would we want to be like them? Why would we want to chill here? We don't want to be here. We want our kingdom, right? Why would we want to stop in a place that's filthy and polluted, and that's just a cesspool? And on top of it, it's not our kingdom. We're not thriving here, like I said. So if we're not thriving here, we want to get out of here, then you have to do what you need to do to get out of here, you know? Because Yahweh Ratazah, that we're all one of the hopeful elect, when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to take us out of here. and bring us into the kingdom, right? So now we're going to go to Ecclesiasticus 4:9. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor. Who's the oppressor? Esau, Edom, right? The red man. He's the one who's oppressing us right now. And right now we're suffering wrongfully. Because yes, we're serving our punishment, but at the same time, he is trying to make us go off because he wants to prove to Yahweh Shem Shai that we're evil so he can get his blessing back, because it goes back to his blessing. He wants it back, right? So he's being wicked towards us, right? Because at the same time, he's still our brother, if you understand that, right? Our evil brother on the left-hand side, right? And it says, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. But at the same time, like I said, we're also being judged for what we did going against Yahweh Shem Shai. And where it says faint-hearted, if you go into etymology, it says cowardly, timorous. Right down here, adjective, lacking conviction or boldness or courage. Right? So when we're sitting in our judgment, because right now this is our judgment, whatever lot we're in this world is our judgment, we can't be lacking conviction or boldness or courage in whether, when it comes to the truth, right? Because you have to be bold in this truth. And on top of it, you can't be cowardly in your lot, because like everyone's lot, every brother's lot, every brother of the elect, I should say, the elect are going to be in heat, right? They're going to be in that furnace of affliction, which is part of their judgment, but it's also going to purify them at the same time, right? Because it's also referred to as the bread of affliction and the water of adversity, roughly paraphrasing. So it's to nourish you and make you stronger, but at the same time, you're going to be afflicted because you still have to pay for what you've done. You see how that works? But through that process, you're actually going to get purified and make yourself ready unto Yahweh Shem Shai, right? So that's another way of saying this is not our rest, because we're not supposed to be chilling and going on vacation, because people don't want to deal with the heat. So they want everything to be easy and cool and good, right? So they can relax. But they don't want to go through anything. So that's like going on vacation. You're resting from work. So right now, this is not the time to rest, like I said. Right? So you're supposed to be catching some type of hell. Doesn't mean, and it's all according to every brother's spirit, right? Every brother's portion. But you are supposed to catch in some type of hell, because this is not our rest. We need to get purified. So that hell that you're catching is actually making you cleaner. So when Yahweh Shai comes, like I said, he can take you out of here. Lord willing, you're one of the elect. Because this place is just a cesspool. Everywhere you look, there's something that makes you angry. This place is disgusting. But the great thing is that we're almost out of here. This place is about to be destroyed. Okay. Zechariah 11:4. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not, right? So like, we're the flock of the slaughter, right? And he's feeding us with the word, because that's how we can be saved. Without this truth, we can't be saved. Without Yahweh Shai, we can't be saved. Because Yahweh Shai went and died for Israel, but more importantly, the elect, because Israel's going to come back through the elect, right? So we're being fed through the apostles, the elders, and the prophets. So that's why it goes back to like part of being you're doing the work and not resting is feeding the sheep, because the elect are still out there. So you got to feed the sheep. So if you learn something, you got to teach it. That's how you're feeding the flock of the slaughter, right? And it says whose possessors, we talked about the possessors already, whose possessors slay them, right, and hold themselves not guilty, right? So Esau, Edom, the main culprit, doesn't hold himself guilty. He's the biggest liar on the planet, right? He lies about everything. He always says, "Oh, it was the other person, not me. That wasn't me." And you saw what he did with his brother Abel, right? He didn't want to hold himself guilty for what he did. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not, right? And we're still being sold right now to this day. It's still happening. Slavery is still happening on a hardcore scale and on a lighter scale. It's still happening, right? But that's the point. I just wanted to show that we're not supposed to be resting, because why would you want to rest here anyways? So I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect that are pushing this word and truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Double blessings and double honors to the apostles of great millstone. Death and destruction to the 2/3 of Israel and to this wicked kingdom. Abad Babal, Shalom, and Shalom to the next time.